I went from 0 to 25K per week in just 21 days on a brand new Shopify dropshipping store. Got the dashboard pulled up for you guys. The past 7 days, we hit 25.4K. Do a quick refresh. So let me pull up the past 90 days to show you guys that this store literally did not exist. As you can see, 0 sales. This store did not exist. On the 21st is when we first began running ads, is when we got our first sale. Let's pull up the past 30 days. So as you can see, we scaled very quickly because the store was performing well. We hit an almost 5K a day, but we decided to scale down because the margins weren't that healthy. So we decided to focus more on profitability. And now, past 7 days, we're at 25.4K. I feel like there are 3 main things that really contributed to the success of this store and allowed me to scale so quickly to 25K a week, literally hit it in 21 days. Listen, I've been drop shipping for several years now. I believe I started, my phone fell. I believe I started in 2021. And since then, I've literally launched 50 stores. I've launched products in the beauty niche, in the toy niche, every single niche I've tried out, well, for the most part. And this gets to my first lesson or thing that really brought the success is the product. Listen, we've all heard product is everything, right? It needs to be this, it needs to be that. The customer needs to want it, this and that. But there are 2 main key findings I had. First, we've all heard before, the product needs to solve a problem. Okay, listen, if you want some quick cash, sure, you could sell a fun little toy, something that doesn't truly solve a problem. Like you guys have probably seen on TikTok those like flying balls, right? You could throw it, it flies back to you. I sold that on TikTok. It did very well. Is it scalable? No. If you want a brand, well, if you want a dropshipping store that you can not only scale to 10, 25, 100K a week, but that you could turn into an actual brand, it genuinely needs to solve a problem for people. For example, it could solve the problem of people having backaches. It could solve the problem of migraines. It could solve the problem of people feeling exhausted all day. There are literally unlimited problems that you could solve. I guarantee you, if your product solves a problem, you'll be able to scale so much further and so much quicker, and then also potentially turn your dropshipping store into an actual brand, which you could potentially sell in the future. And the second thing regarding the product is I always had this notion that I thought that my product needed to be brand new to the customer. I thought that my product would not succeed if my customers knew about the product already or saw it already. But that is not true, okay? My most successful products have been products that my target customers already know about. They just haven't tried it before, or they've even tried it before, but they don't like it. So you're presenting your product as the best thing. It's like, okay, you tried it before, but ours is better. We'll bring the results you wish you got last time. It does not need to be a brand new product. Listen, my first winning product was a product for like nails for girls. And the majority of the girls have heard of this product before, but they still bought from me. I was still running 6K days for a product that people could buy off Amazon or eBay or already knew about, okay? So it does not need to be a brand new product to them. Second is creatives. Listen, you cannot half-ass your creatives. That's what I did for the longest amount of time. I believe in the first video I talked about how I literally, for years, focused on everything but the creatives, okay? I built an amazing website. I built the email flows. But the one thing I hated the most and did not want to do and did not do was creatives. I did not focus on not just writing an amazing script, but also creating the ads. Listen, there's so much that goes into the creative that you don't realize until you're actually doing it. The one thing I really realized for the store is how much market research you need to do to really speak to the customer. You also need to test different desires, okay? And benefits. I'll start, let me backstep. Okay, you have your product here, right? Imaginary product. Let's say it has, through doing market research, you realize it has 3 main benefits. First, it could alleviate back pain. Second, it could alleviate neck pain. Third, it could boost your energy. So you cannot create an advertisement that says, hey, our product alleviates back pain, it alleviates neck pain, it boosts your energy, because that doesn't speak to a specific type of person. You need to test 3 different creatives. The first one speaks to the person who has back pain, and you're like, hey, you have back pain, blah, blah, our product alleviates your back pain. The second type of creative will focus to neck pain. Hey, our product alleviates your neck pain. And the third one will talk about, hey, how your product boosts their energy. So you have these 3 creatives running now, 3 different benefits you're testing out. And then you'll see that one of them will likely perform better. So let's say your advertisement targeting people who have back pain and our product alleviates that back pain works the best. Okay, now you need to focus on that angle for your future advertisers. Now you just lock in on that desire. Their desire is to have their back pain alleviated. Okay, they recognize that they have back pain. You're like, hey, our product alleviates that. So you focus on that and you just double down. You do research. You're like, hey, what types of problems are they specifically experiencing? Why are they experiencing this back pain? What other solutions have they tried that haven't worked for them, but our product may be better than them and that we could use to convince them to try our product? So there's so many different ways to build your creatives just on the research part. My last creative, I kid you not, I spent nearly 12 hours through market research, writing the script and creating the advertisement. You obviously should not spend that long. I was just like going a bit crazy. I was like, okay, I want this advertisement to be fucking crazy. So I did hours of market research. I spent so much time writing the hook. I spent so much time writing the advertisement, writing the actual body copy, everything, and editing the video, and ended up only being like 55 seconds. But that just shows you think that creatives can just be stolen from someone else or can be quickly made in 2 minutes. Listen, if you want to scale, they cannot be shit, okay? The creative is the first touch point you have with your target customer. It is the first thing they see they see your ad on the screen, right? They see it here, they're like, maybe that's interesting. Maybe that could solve my problem of back pain. Let me check it out, okay? That is what will drive them to click on your website. Oh, so think about it this way. For this product, I was spending, I think max, I was spending like $2K a day. I cannot be spending $2K a day on a video if it performs like shit or if it is shit. This is literally your biggest investment, maybe not even behind cost of goods. Cost of goods is gonna be less than what you spend on advertisements. Why are you gonna be just throwing potentially thousands of dollars a day at an awful video? Invest in your videos, make them good, make them scalable. And this also goes into the last point, which is you cannot treat your dropshipping store as just a dropshipping store. Listen, dropshipping is just a retail business model. It is no different than a normal brand. The only difference is that you do not hold inventory and your manufacturer in China ships directly to the customer, right? Nothing else is different. The difference between you and brands is that they just ship from their factories or their warehouses directly to the customer, but nothing else should be different. You should still fully optimize your website, your creatives, your email flows. You need to also work on lifetime value. There is literally no difference between you and an actual brand. And I know that you should be treating dropshipping as a way of that you validate a product. You're like, okay, this brings sales. This is doing very good. Then you turn it into an actual brand. You reach out to manufacturers in China, you improve the product, and then you ship it to a 3PL in the United States where you're not dropshipping anymore. That should be the ultimate goal. You start out dropshipping because it is low risk. You get to test products, and then once it's validated and you're like, okay, this product is good, it's a winning product, you ship it to a warehouse and you go away from dropshipping. And then also, listen, you can not only scale so much quicker that way, but you could also potentially sell your business for thousands and millions of dollars. Like that, dropshipping is not a means to an end. It should just be the starting point. But I really hope that you guys take what I spoke about today and actually apply it, because I guarantee you, it took me years to learn these lessons. And I guarantee you, if you apply what I'm talking about right now, you'll be so much further ahead than 99.9% of people dropshipping, especially in the treating it as just a dropshipping store model, because you cannot treat it as a side hustle. You cannot treat it as like, okay, I'm gonna spend like 2 hours a week on this, or I'm gonna spend an hour a day on this. Listen, it is a business. You need to treat it as a business. You cannot just treat it as a side hustle. Sure, in the future, when you're already running a successful business, you could hire people, so it alleviates your workload a little, but you cannot half-ass this. It is an actual business. But anyways, hope you guys learned something from this. I guess I'll create a new video when I'm like 0 to 100K a week. But yeah, subscribe to keep up to date with my journey and also value. Try and provide value. Also, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm also in college. Literally in the library right now. So I'm also gonna be posting like day in the life of balancing college and making a shit ton of money through dropshipping and e-commerce. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I wish you the most of success.